As I mentioned earlier, this is a special occasion. It's the sixth presentation of an award to recognize what you all do every day. The Donald F. Luce Depot Maintenance Artisan of the Year Award is sponsored by Quad A and is presented annually to the person that has made the most outstanding individual contribution to Army aviation in the area of depot maintenance during the period encompassing July 1st last year to June 30th of this year. I believe CCAT has put together a brief video about Don Luce by the way of background for this award. So if you'd roll that video.
For over 50 years, Lieutenant Colonel Donald F. Luce dedicated himself to improving and sustaining an Army aviation program that could fully support the U.S. Army in peace and war. Don learned to fly at the age of 16, and in 1942, at 17 years of age, he joined the Civil Air Patrol and flew submarine watch as a pilot and observer. In the 1950s, he served in U.S. Army Europe and is credited for establishing the Heidelberg Army Airfield. He was then assigned to what later became known as the U.S. Army Aviation and Troop Command.
From 1959 to 1961, he sought and obtained approval for the Army to assume from the U.S. Air Force the capability to research, develop, and procure its own aircraft. And so, in 1961, he was part of the team which secured approval for the Army to have its own depot maintenance facility, now known as the Corpus Christi Army Depot. Lieutenant Colonel Donald F. Luce was the first Director of Maintenance at the Corpus Christi Army Depot and was responsible for depot maintenance support of all Army aircraft during the critical years of the Vietnam War. During those years, he initiated numerous support programs such as the spectrometric oil analysis, in-house overhaul of aircraft and components, and retrograde of battle-damaged aircraft.
In 1969, he retired with a well-deserved reputation as a mover and a shaker, a man who got things done. Even in his retirement years, he continued to support Army aviation. After his move to St. Louis, he represented Avco Lycoming, the prime producer of T-53 and T-55 turbine engines. Over the years, he established 3 Quad A chapters and served as the president for each. He co-founded the annual Quad A Product Support Symposium and served as governor of the Quad A Scholarship Foundation.
Lieutenant Colonel Donald F. Luce made a significant impact in Army aviation depot maintenance, and so it is fitting that an award be created in reflection of his selfless contribution, veracity, and commitment to excellence. Sponsored by the Quad A, this national award is presented to the person who has made an outstanding individual contribution to Army aviation in the area of depot maintenance during the award period encompassing July 1st to June 30th. Corpus Christi Army Depot congratulates this year's recipient of the Donald F. Luce Depot Maintenance Artisan Award.
As we present the award, I'd like to ask General Adams and Bill Marriott to join us up here on stage. And also Don Luce's daughter, Robin Stokes, and a great-grandson, Seamus Jessup, to join us up here. And Sergeant Major. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the 2015 Donald F. Luce Depot Maintenance Artisan Award of the Year is Mr. Matthew Harold Lindsley Gorman. Matt, come on up.
The Donald F. Luce Depot Maintenance Artisan Award is presented to Mr. Matthew H. L. Gorman, Corpus Christi Army Depot, Corpus Christi, Texas. Mr. Matthew Harold Lindsley Gorman is an expert in the field of structural repair. and has an innate sense of what is required for the aircraft and production to move to the next level. His integrity is without question, as he is unfailingly by the book and ensures quality is built into every aircraft. When a Pavehawk aircraft experienced huge setbacks in airframe production, he provided dedicated support until they were corrected, including personally working many additional hours and weekends. He had and still maintains a 100% first pass yield, meaning no defects for work completed. While working aircraft 3PJ03, he saw a need for a new tool to replace the FS308 beam and took it upon himself to design and fabricate the tool. His tool has since been sent through the tooling engineers and assigned to a tool number, and a new, more durable standard tool has been designed and is currently in production. He is constantly asked to handle the most pressing needs of the shop. When something malfunctions or has the utmost priority, his is the first name that comes to mind. His actions and contributions clearly identify him as the 2015 Quad A Donald F. Luce Depot Maintenance Artisan of the Year.
You're famous now. You just got to bear up.
That's 100% first pass yield.
Still a little overwhelmed, but I'm extremely honored to receive such a prestigious award and proud to be accepting it as part of the Corpus Christi Army Depot. I'm grateful for people like Donald Luce, his family, and the Army Aviation Association of America for contributing all of their time and efforts to show their appreciation and for giving me this amazing recognition. Last, but certainly not least, I can never give a big enough thank you to my mother, who is the reason for who I am today. Thank you.
And as Matt recognized his mother, I just want to introduce her again. Miss Jill Hall is also here attending, so please stand up and be recognized. And having dinner with them was an amazing story last night because Matt actually started in the AVCRAD in Connecticut, came to do some work through the AVCRAD down here at Corpus Christi, saw what was doing it, and now he's a Texan. Been here for 9 years. Is it? So I'm glad to have him.